Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are going to be discussing about the top 5 free agency signings for the Patriots in the 2021 offseason. On offense, and 15 likes for a part 2, which is going to be the defensive top 5 free agency signings heading into the 2021 free agency in the offseason. Okay, and 20 likes for a face cam next video, and yeah, so let's get into this video. I am excited for you guys to see my opinions, and yeah, let's get into it. So first, I think that we should get Chris Godwin from free agency because, in my opinion, he's a godlike pass catcher. He had a really decent season in Tampa Bay, which I've never said in 3 years because he's had amazing seasons before Tom Brady has came. He's had like over 100 receptions, I think, maybe not, I don't know. Over like 100 receptions, 1,000 plus yards, and double-digit touchdowns. That's how godlike he was. And Tampa Bay is running out of cap room because of the restructuring of Tom Brady's contract for 4 years. So, I think if he manages to go out into free agency, I think the Patriots should pick him up first using their $82.4 million in cap room after re-signing Cam Newton, which is a good decision. And I think he's a perfect team fit. He's a perfect scheme fit. He's a perfect wide receiver to catch the ball and move and help the team get touchdowns and win games. Cam Newton can throw the ball to Godwin, and Godwin can get chunks of yards. He's a godlike wide receiver, and his 2020 stats weren't that good because there was like 400 trillion Tampa Bay wide receivers from their Super Bowl team. 65 receptions, 7 touchdowns, and 840 receiving yards, and 12.9 average yards per reception, which is good because the Patriots have not had a big chunk wide receiver in about since Randy Moss in 2007. Like over 10 yards per catch, that is really good because we need to throw big chunk throws because there's no receivers on the team. Julian Edelman is most likely to retire. Julian Edelman, if he comes back, he won't even be good anymore. Maybe, I don't know. It's just kind of past his prime. I don't know. I'm not sure. I just hate to say that, but Chris Godwin will be a perfect fit, and he is a must-need for this team. When I say must-need, that means he is a must-need. So yeah, let's move on to Kyle Rudolph, a tight end that I very like because he is the only player ever since Tom Brady left, the only player to want to play for the Patriots. I don't know why, but let's take a look at Kyle Rudolph's 2020 stats. 28 receptions, 334 yards, 1 touchdown, and 11.9 average. In his prime, this is literally one game. Literally. And one thing is, he's 31 years old right now. He has got a couple years in him left. This year, he didn't have a good year. I was not a Kyle Rudolph fan. Kyle Rudolph, in my opinion, is a very good tight end. I think, personally, he may make it to the Hall of Fame. Thing is, he's a good offensive weapon. I think we can take him for a 2-year deal for $10 million because of how much he is eager to play for the Patriots. If somebody wants to play for a team and the team offers them a very low offer and another team, let's say Kyle Rudolph, gets offered a 2-year, $10 million deal, and Green Bay offers Kyle Rudolph a 4-year, $577 million deal. they would take the New England deal 100%. Because they want to play for that team and they want a success on that team. So Kyle Rudolph 100% will come to New England. And most of all, he is an elite tight end. One of the best tight ends in the league for that matter. And let's go to a tight end I like more than Kyle Rudolph. That is Gerald Everett. Gerald Everett is heading into his 4th season in the NFL, drafted in 2016. I think Gerald Everett would be a nice scheme fit for blocking and receiving for the team. His 2020 stats, 41 receptions, 417 yards, 1 TD, and 10.2 average yards per carry. Like I said with Chris Godwin, he is a big chunk tight end player, and we need big chunk players that can catch long, deep balls from Cam Newton. He is a young, talented tight end. That's what I like about the difference between Gerald Everett and Kyle Rudolph. Their age makes a lot of difference. And Gerald Everett is mostly very good at blocking. I think we could get him for a 4-year deal worth $28 million just to get him into the scheme for the Patriots, and we would have a good tight end like Dalton Keene and Gerald Everett as tight ends. That would be amazing for us. And now we move on to Juju Smith-Schuster. This is the number 4 player, and Juju Smith-Schuster is a must-need wide receiver. Most scouts are projecting that Juju Smith-Schuster will land in New England because Juju Smith-Schuster has said he might want to leave and go to New England. Anyways, his 2020 stats, 97 receptions, 831 yards, 8.6 average yards per catch, and 9 touchdowns. He didn't have a great season, but that's the reason why he might go in free agency. But since 2017, well, this is his best season, actually. He, instead of the 2018 season, where he became magnificent, this season he had more TDs than any other season in his career. In 2019, he had 3 touchdowns. In 2018, he had 7 touchdowns. In 2017, he had 7 touchdowns. Juju Smith-Schuster is a very good receiver when he's healthy, and he wasn't healthy all the time this year. He was healthy all the time. He was healthy the whole time in 2018, and he got 111 receptions, 1,426 yards, 12.8 average yards per catch, 97 touchdowns. That is amazing. Who cares about the touchdowns? 111 receptions, 1,426 yards, and 12.8 average yards per catch. In 2018, when he's healthy, when Juju Smith-Schuster is healthy, he is a stud pass catcher and a huge position upgrade, and he's young. And a must-need wide receiver, a PFF grade of 68.2, which makes him the 24th best wide receiver in 2020. Next, we have a running back, Duke Johnson from Houston, who got released 4 days ago, around that. His stats were 77 runs, 235 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3.1 average yards per carry. That doesn't sound good, but his receiving, 28 receptions, 249 yards, 8.9 average, and 1 touchdown. The thing is with Duke Johnson, he has had a great career, and the Patriots running backs are probably heading into free agency. Damian Harris will stay. Sony Michel may go. next year. Duke Johnson is a young, capable man who's entering his 6th season, and I think he would be a solid running back to help with Damian Harris and Sony Michel and maybe Rex Burkhead. It's probably unnecessary to sign him, you don't really need 4 running backs, but the Patriots are full of running backs, and if James White is leaving, then James White is leaving. And James White was really good for a team, and Duke Johnson is literally the same as James White their whole careers. And yeah, so that will end today's video, and I will see you guys next time on the defensive free agency players. Goodbye, have a nice day, may God bless you, and I'll see you guys next